Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be drawing another hand. It's going to be kind of in a position like this, and there's going to be a snake sort of wrapped around the hand. So we're going to have to draw some of the wrists today too, or I mean the arm, but that's fine. Anyways, let's go ahead and just get straight into this. No time limit. Let's grab a different pencil. No time limit today. Just gonna see. It's gonna take however long it takes. I'm gonna try to draw it fast still because I still don't want to take like a year to draw this. But there is no time limit. Alright. Just making this kind of a box, not really too much of a box. Because if I make it too much of a box, then it would, look correct, and we don't want it to look correct. Alright, yep, sure that's a good enough thumb for now. We'll go ahead and... I might have drawn this too high. I was trying to make room for the wrist, but now the fingers aren't going to fit. Like 12 seconds into the video and we're already having to erase the whole thing. I guess I'd rather erase it here than in like 10 minutes. Although I bet in like 10-ish minutes I'll be erasing the whole thing again too, because of going over it with cleaner lines. Hopefully it doesn't take me that long to get there. Alright. I don't want to draw the hand small, so I probably won't get the whole snake on here. I'll just have it wrapped down the wrist. Okay, so where's the wrist actually going to be? Let's go ahead and add in the wrist. It should be leaning this way a little bit. And go like this. And then go like that. There. We'll obviously make that a clean line when it needs to be, but at the moment it does not need to be a clean line, so I'm not going to bother trying to make it one. Alright. So this is supposed to be a box. So we need to make it look like a box. Add a cylinder right there. Cylinder right there. And then this is the tip of the thumb. Sure, that looks perspective wrong is what it looks like, but it's fine. It's not a huge deal. Let's go ahead and mark down where we need these fingers to go. Go ahead and go like that. Yep, sure, except for no. Look at the reference this time. I just add them across the top. Nope, look at the reference this time. Pay attention to where the hell the fingers are actually supposed to be going. That is one mistake I do constantly make. Okay, looks like a mess, but I can tell what's going on. I have been drawing hands. This will be I think the 8th day in a row that I've drawn hands, so I did them for like a week. I think tomorrow I'll probably draw something different, not a hand, so this will be like the final hand of like hand week. That's not even a thing, I just ended up drawing them for like a week, so. But this will probably be the last hand for a while, unless I can't think of anything else to draw. I'm accidentally making this perspective like that way, but we're gonna try to stick with what we have and see. Alright, we're not making it perfect. Yeah, it's definitely not perfect, but I think it's fine for now. I kind of want to add the pinky in right now, but I'd like to add at least the bases of these fingers because the hand is currently positioned wrong. Because you can see all these fingers right there, but they should actually be quite overlapping. So I did do this kind of wrong. Alright, this finger is going to go like this. Then we'll go ahead and add that there. You know what I did just realize? I always forget to... I can do this now. I can, like, add the lines in for the fingers so I know where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Alright, so we're gonna erase this part of the hand. Go ahead and just get rid of it. Don't need it now. Go ahead and add in a bit like this for the pinky. Alright, now a straight line for the pinky. We're not going to worry about details yet still because, well, it's still not time for details. Alright. There and there. So, go like that, which this is going to need to be thicker, so we'll go ahead and thicken it there. And then, right there. Alright. Good enough, probably. Alright, let's go ahead and add these bits here, and these bits here. There we go. Yep, that kind of looks like a hat. Or, I mean, a chip. Alright, and then there we go on that part. And then for the final tip of the finger, or for the final finger, I go like this. Okay, definitely a little messed up, but I think it's good enough for, like, what we're doing. It's good enough. Now let's go ahead and try and actually make this thumb look a little better, though, because that is one thing that's not good enough. The thumb. Because it doesn't look like a thumb. To me, at least. Alright. There we go. That definitely looks a little better. Now, for the creases in the hand, we're just gonna... Okay, I don't know what the hell that is, but... I know there's a little thing on your wrist right there, because I constantly see mine. Actually, that's a lie. I rarely see mine. If you look at my wrist, they're both freaking covered. That was just a lie. That was just not even remotely close to true. Alright, hold on. Let's go ahead and erase this. Try to make this look a little bit better. Alright. Honestly, I feel like I should go like this a little bit on that hand. Let's see how long this took me. I don't remember putting that line there. That took me 8 minutes. Hey, I was pretty close to when I said I was gonna erase everything. Oh wait, shit! I gotta add the snake. I completely forgot the whole point. I chose this reference because there was a snake on it. I was like, I like that snake. It looks cool. He's a little guy. He's just a little guy. All right. So, actually, drawing this snake is probably going to be quite annoying for me. But. You know, that's fine. I've drawn many annoying things before. So, I want to round him like this. Then it's going to go up and around. And then like this. There we go. Perfect. Go ahead and add a little bit of cylinder around him. I will not be giving him scales because he doesn't deserve them. He does not deserve the scales. Alright, and then we'll go like this. He'll wrap around the wrist and wrap around again. So we'll go ahead and add some lines like this, giving him some snakiness. Alright, go like that. And how are we going to actually do this wraparound? Like, how does it actually look? I don't know, because I didn't exactly actually follow what the snake looks like in the reference picture. I mean, I probably should have, now that I think about it, because snakes are like a noodle. They move in every direction. I was going to say because a snake might not move like this. Snakes move in every direction. Snakes are just big old noodles. Alright. We're just going to go ahead and give him a big old tail. Yep, like that. Sure, he gets a little he gets too skinny too fast, so I think I'm actually going to start narrowing him up here and slow down the narrowing down here, make him longer basically. So make him thicker here. It still gets thin pretty quickly, but you know, we're slowing it down. Let's go ahead and see how long we actually want to make this. No, hold on. I got a better idea for what I'm gonna do. Let's make his tail follow how the snake in the reference picture actually goes, which is up a lot, then down a bit. So, yet again, still not quite accurate, but that's good enough. Alright, should I detail the snake's face a little bit before actually, like, erasing this? Because, like, this is incredibly undetailed. Let's go ahead and just give it a little bit of detail. Just so that I have something to go off of. Okay. I've drawn some snakes and some other reptile type things before. I actually enjoy drawing their faces. I think I can make them look relatively good. Not all the time, because I mean they still have a lot of details on their faces. So, you know, sometimes you mess it up, but I feel like I've done pretty good most of the times I've drawn them. Alright, let's go ahead and erase this, and let's make sure this is lined up before we start adding the final details, but yeah. Alright, what is this, 12 minutes? I could end the video here and just do time-lapse for the rest, but I don't think I'm going to, because I don't want to. I want to make the video a little longer. I don't like these, like, 12-minute videos I'm doing. They're too short. I mean, I like recording them. I have fun recording them. I like drawing hands. Have I mentioned that before? Probably. I like drawing hands. They're one of my favorite things to draw. Hence, having drawn hands for an entire week. But it does get repetitive. And I want a change. So I will be drawing something different tomorrow. As long as I'm not, like, running behind or stressed for time, then I'll be drawing something different tomorrow. If I don't have time, I'll be just drawing a hand because, well, I can draw hands very quickly. I've proven to myself that I can do that. As long as I can find an easy reference, too, I can draw one probably in 5 minutes if I really wanted to. But that would have to be like a easy reference. I do look for relatively easy references when I draw hands, but there's also much easier references that I don't do. Because if it's too easy, it's boring. If it's too easy, it's going to be boring. If it's too hard, it's going to be too challenging to actually enjoy. Okay, that's not actually true. I like it when it's hard to draw it, but that just takes more time. So I can't do a hard position on a day that I'm stressed for time. Which that's actually why I started drawing hands like every single day, is because I was like, I can't spend this much time drawing today, so I'm just going to quickly draw a hand, and then I did that, and I've done that for this entire week. I haven't been stressed for time this entire week, I've just been doing that. because it's fun. What am I even talking about? I don't know. I ran out of things to talk about. I should have just done a time lapse. This is the part of the video where I have literally nothing to talk about because the drawing's like done. I'm not really gonna be adding anything. I'm just kind of making it more detailed. Alright, what can I talk about? I mean, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. What the hell am I supposed to do for 1,000 subscribers? I gotta do something special, right? I mean, I could just ignore it, but I gotta do something special, right? Yeah, I'll do something. I'm not sure. I could do a Q&A, but I don't think I'd get enough comments. Like, I'd have to do a post on YouTube for the Q&A, but I don't think I'd get enough questions on that Q&A. So I could ask my Discord and probably get enough questions there, but it's also still not guaranteed. That's the main reason I don't actually want to do a Q&A. And also because I have no idea how to structure one of those videos. You only see my hands. If I did that, you would probably see my face. I'd probably show my face, do a Q&A like that. But I also would want to animate it, but that I can do that some other day when I'm a professional. Because at the moment, there's no way I'd be able to... Well, I'm 5 subscribers short. I usually gain about 1 subscriber a day. In like 5 days, animate a whole Q&A thing. That's possible, but I'm not going to do it. Now I'm tempting myself to do it. I'm not going to do it, though. Because I still have other things I need to do. Like school. And also, in 5 days is going to be the end of this sketchbook, so I'm going to have to do a special drawing for the end of this sketchbook, too, actually. And in, like, almost 10 days, I'll have been drawing for an entire year, so I'll need to do a special drawing for my, having been drawing for a year. And then I gotta do some more drawings, but those ones wouldn't be recorded because those ones are just for other people. Because I'm an artist now, and it's almost Christmas, so I legally have to give people art as presents. That's apparently like the rules or something. I gotta draw people things. Or no, draw things for people. I don't know, I don't even know what I was saying. I have to draw. But it's fine, it's actually a bunch of stuff that I want to draw, so... How are we gonna draw this little tiny snake face? How are we gonna draw this little tiny snake face? What should this snake's name be? Should his name be Snake? He looks like he's pouting. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? I accidentally made him pouting. Oh, it's awesome. I love him. He's okay. I wasn't meaning to make him look funny at first, but like, I like how that looks, so he's gonna stay that way, cause he looks mad. No, we're gonna go ahead and actually give him an actual mouth. Meow, meow. There we go. There's Mr. Snakeo. What's his name? What should his name be? I don't know. Definitely getting better at, lines. But still not a professional at this. It'd definitely probably help if I were not just using my wrist. If I were using my entire arm, or like my shoulder like you're supposed to, that could probably be doing this a little better. But I don't care. I'm just gonna do it how I do it. Alright. I know these are here, but I don't actually know where they are, so I'm just gonna faintly put them in as if I am unsure on where they're supposed to go, because I am unsure. Alright. Alright, we should be finishing this drawing up soon, so let's erase that. Erase those, We added the snake in, which we could give him some type of design. We're not going to because it... Forgot to breathe. Because it will take a probably annoying amount of time. Especially not drawing scales. God, I never want to do that again. I did that, probably... It was in October. What month is it now? December? It was about a month-ish ago. I don't know. I drew a snake, and my God, there were so many scales. It was terrible. The drawing turned out pretty good. I actually really like that drawing, but it was just, God, annoying as hell to draw those scales. I ended up not even actually drawing all of them. I just straight up like went down halfway his body and just wrote scales. And you can see the scales on his body. You can tell I was progressively getting like more and more like, I'm done with this. Because there was less and less of a pattern and it just looks flat. Around his head, it's actually detailed. But around the rest of his scales, it's just not detailed. Alright. That's not the finger that we want. Okay, let's go ahead and try and draw that a little better. I was trying to draw it accurately to the finger, but, you know, you gotta take some... You gotta draw it a little different than how an actual finger is if you want it to look good. Not always, but... Because fingers kind of look weird sometimes. Sometimes they look a little too square in certain angles and certain people's fingers. They're a little too square and it's just a little weird looking. So sometimes you just draw the fingers a little differently. At least that's what I do. Alright, that finger's definitely not fully accurate. I don't care. I'm not going to fix it. We're just going to go ahead and add Mr. Snake-O. Somebody name him in the comments. Not me. Because I don't feel like coming up with a name. Alright, there we go. Just about done with Mr. Snake-O. There we go. Perfection. Okay, his body changes size a little bit, but that is fine. Let's go ahead and actually go like this, maybe? Maybe that'll look better? I don't know. Alright, go ahead and go like this. And we've just about got our little snaky friend done. And I'll go ahead and add this. Okay, this is going to be slightly difficult because it's off the sketchbook, or my hand is. And it's small lines, and it's shadowed by my hand. There we go. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. Alright, let's move ourselves. Oh, this finger's definitely off. Those two fingers are both slightly annoying me, but I don't really care. They're not perfect, but they're not like terrible or anything, so. Alright, we're just trying to add some lines to the hands, but I'm not, oh wait. Duh. I always fucking forget. Just look at your own goddamn hand, dude. Just look at your own goddamn hand. You have a hand, so you can just look at that. Alright, yeah. We're just going to go ahead and end here. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's definitely not perfect, but I like the thumb this time. I usually mess up the thumb a lot. What is connected to isn't perfect, but the thumb itself is pretty good. And the snake's a little silly. See you next time. Bye.